Decision Plus has been and still is a leading stock market service provider. From training to coaching, we cover it all. Try both our software as well as our coaching site, completely free for 10 days without obligation. No credit card is needed to sign up for the trial. The trial subscription will be automatically canceled for you at the end. DecisionPlus.com, your stock market service center. Real-time coaching has been created. We search and classify critical reports and technical movements. You can visualize or hear the best buying and selling opportunities. Get real-time advice all day long and 3 live coaching shows per day. Let us do the work and save your time for trading. Try MarketGurus.tv free without obligation for 10 days in the menus above. Market Vision Plus is the trading companion of so many investors. Make your fundamental and technical analysis easy with Canada's #1 stock market decision-making software. Research, decide, and follow your positions with Market Vision Plus. See the menus just above this program and try Market Vision Plus for 10 days without any obligation after the show. When it comes to day trading, Trader Plus is the right tool. Track 50 quotes simultaneously, create dozens of quick lists, display as many as 30 real-time intraday charts at the same time. Watch the action with candlesticks or bar charts as fast as 10 seconds. See the market by sectors. Use the chart models already prepared for you. Try Trader Plus for 10 days in the menu above without any obligation.
English show. It's we are July 17. It's 12:30. So we have a lot of divergence on the market. Nasdaq is just a stronger 27 points up, 0.5%. It's all about Google's earning. Google is up around 15% today. We have the Dow is neutral since this morning, minus 71 points. I think if we have a breakdown this afternoon on the Dow Jones or the SPY, it can be interesting to open some a bearish ETF because the exit point will be not far, and we still think that we are on the top on the market and that we can start a correction next week. But for the moment, wait until we have the breakdown. On the TS6, we lost 130 points because all the resource sector are in a down cycle. So energy, material, mining, gold, and all these sectors are in big losses today. Gold around 3%. Only energy was doing a new breakdown today. So we had a couple of opportunity in the energy also. And we have nice day trade stocks. So I will start with the day trade stock. GDST, this is the direction 3-time gold junior. So I don't know if we still have a lot of room, but the next entry points will be 12.15, exit point 12. We have Etsy. Etsy was really nice this morning. This is a 2-minute graph chart. I think we can have a nice entry point right now because we had a correction at the upper trend. So if we can break around, I will say, if we can break around 21.64, we can exit around 21.15. Could be nice. Or we can wait because at 21.60 we will break the downward channel of the last half hour and we can start a new upside movement. It's on Nasdaq. We also have a lot of movement in the marine transport. SBLK was nice this morning. Now we wait for the second movement. 340, exit point 333. We also have Cala. Cala this morning was a nice one on Nasdaq, CALA. Now we have to wait 8:30. Next entry points 8. Next exit point Forget Fuel, and also Aveo right now, 180, 178, and 174 for the exit point. So on the upper side, day trading, we right now favorize day trading because we still think that the market are at some top. We just have NASDAQ who is defying the reality because of big earnings. Google today, Netflix yesterday. Next week it will be Apple, who can also make the NASDAQ move and not the other index. But the Dow Jones, it's a neutral formation at the top. So we have this top, this top, this top. I think if we can close under 18,000 Monday, it could be a new bearish entry point, and we can go back to the low of July. On the SPY, we are also at the top. It's less clear than the Dow Jones that we are in a neutral formation because of Netflix yesterday and Google today. We are stronger, but we start a neutral formation, and if we can break around 211 next week, we can start also a bearish cycle. On the TSX, so we touched the top of the channel yesterday, and now we're 130 points down, with the resource sector lower and the financial sector also in a neutral cycle, but with a big bearish quote today. I think we can still go back to the low next week if we continue the movement in the resource sector. Venture 1% down. So you see TX60, TX40 it's a breakdown, TX20 it's a breakdown. Oil, we continue the breakdown on Wednesday. The gas is neutral, but look at the gold. Gold, it's $13 down. We are at 1130 on the gold. So we break Wednesday the movement, and now we continue the downward movement on the gold. I don't know when gold will stop, but it should that in the next couple of weeks we will start to have opportunity in gold, but we don't have to rush to open position. So we will start to check what is interesting in the energy sector for a breakdown, because the energy sector is the only one who make a new breakdown. So we go to the bumper, and after that you can also write me some question. So you can write some question. If you have question, I will answer it during the last part of the show. And for the moment, it's only energy who breaking down today. So we had a couple of stock to watch to open short position in the energy. We don't have 10%, but we can still make a 5 on stock like CNQ 3120. So it's 160, it's 5%, and we will close the position just under 34. We also have Torque Oil and Gas. This is one of the better, because at 684 we have around 10%. We also have Precision Drilling. If we go back to the low $6, we will make 15%, though this is also a nice entry point, but the exit point on Precision Drilling is harder to find, because at 776 it's also a 10% losses. Cenovus, if we have a new breakdown, will be nice. Secure Energy also on a new breakdown will be a nice stock. Enerplus, one of the best today in the energy. Canada and US also 930, so you can have a 6.5%. I like also Birchcliff, because you have the opportunity to make a 10% on 9, and Veresen if you break down. In the gold sector, when you look at GDX on a weekly chart, we can see that we think that the low can be around 1350. It's another $2 down, so it's around 15%. So it's the reason why you can wait to buy stock. But look at in Canada, in Canada, I think we can easily touch the low, and probably with the Canadian dollar to go lower. So Barrick Gold 5.4% today. It's under is low of 2014. So I think we can still go around around 990. So it's another 10% down. Same for Gold Corp. I think we can still be a little bit lower than this. If we check, it will be around 1630. The low on Gold Corp. IAMGOLD we can probably go to 165. So it's not the time to buy gold stock. If you want to buy gold stock on the low, you start by buying a small portion of a big position, like 1/3, another 1/3, and another 1/3 when the stock, if the stock continue to go lower, and on the rebound another 1/3, and at the moment you can have a nice average price. But don't rush to open gold position. It's not time to short the gold, but it's not time to buy it. If you have short open position, keep it. If you have long position, it will have supposed to be gone since a long time, so now you don't have the choice to keep it and just to wait for a rebound, because they will have one, we just don't know when. We also have a great movement today in the marine transport. Look at not Nordic, but Navios is a nice stock for day trading. Starbulk also, Tiki can be a nice stock. I think we can have another 40 cents potential today or in the next few days. Diana Shipping is breaking out today, nice, and day trading also. Next entry point just over 825. Dry ship, this one is less interesting because we are at the top of the downtrend, so this one is less interesting than the first one I show you. And we also have a couple of bearish ETF that can be nice today. HXD, it's not nice for day trading, but if you open a position, it's really easy to know when to sell. You sell around 455. SPXU, if we break, I want to wait for a breakout, but if we break around 32.20 and you close at 30 exactly. TZA also, same thing. The entry point was around it was around 9:30 during the French show. Now the next entry point is around 9:35, and you will close the position around 9:05. So it's a 3% potential. The Direction Energy with the new breakdown in the energy sector, the ERY, it's bear 3-time ETF, can be nice. GDST, I'll talk about it sooner during the show. And DUS, this DUS is with the big cap in the gold, and GDST is just a small cap. So but they are the same. HCD is also nice, and HGD and Canada. We will go to the pause after I show you a couple of breakdown today that we have on New York, and I will answer the question.
Find answers to your questions by emailing your host at btm@decisionplus.com.
5 good reasons to manage your investments with National Bank Direct Brokerage. Commission fees fixed at $9.95 anytime for all clients and starting at only $6.95 for active investors. No administrative fees if you hold at least $20,000 in your accounts. Registered accounts available in U.S. currency. Powerful tools to help you manage your portfolio. Award-winning customer service and satisfaction levels amongst the highest in the industry. To learn more, visit nbdb.ca or call us now.
Real-time coaching has been created. We search and classify critical reports and technical movements. You can visualize or hear the best buying and selling opportunities. Get real-time advice all day long and 3 live coaching shows per day. Let us do the work and save your time for trading. Try marketgurus.tv free without obligation for 10 days in the menus above.
Okay, so we had one breakout today that I like. It's Alibaba Group. I like it because we inverse the downtrend. We had a small neutral formation, and we have the same quote than the Hang Seng market. What I like about the stock, it's you close the position at 80, so you lost around 3 to 4%, and you can go back to 92. And we know that the Chinese market is really volatile, so we have really a nice opportunity to have a nice entry points on Alibaba. And we don't know after the first movement what will happen, but it's kind of the stock that if you can take a first profit, securize your position, after you just keep it, and it can go much higher also than 92. I still think that it can go back to 115 on a longer term. So but you start to buy it at this point. I think it's a nice entry point. You close the position at 80 if it doesn't work, and if it's worked, well, you securize it and you keep it. After On the downside, I want to check position that we don't have a lot of losses potential. So I really like Vishay. You can close the position at 12, so it's 30 cents, 3%. Look at the downtrend, and we can go back to the low around 11.30, so it will be a 6%. But if the market go lower, I think it can easily go lower, stock like that. So VSH on New York. I like CBS. You see, didn't rebound at all this week with the market. So we go back to the low. We can easily break this and go back to 51 or 50 and make approximately a 8 to 10%. Same with Cameron International and the energy. It's one of the best breakdown today in the energy. We have around 52 that we will lose, so it's a $3, $3.20, and we can go back to 42, so it's a $7 gain for $3 of losses potential. Petróleo Brasileiro is also a nice one. We still have a lot of opportunity on a stock like that to go back to $6, so it's 25%, and you close the position around 8.60 for a stock like that. So it's more than 5% potential loss, but it's really a weak stock, and we know all the problem with corruption in Brazil, and Petróleo Brasileiro was one of the major one. Okay, I have two questions for I have HOD. So about HOD at 1083, I wait, no profit taken. By 1083, 1120, it's around 40 cents. I will wait for minimum of 5%, and I think that HOD, the oil can continue to go lower. But when you are at 5 to 6%, take a profit just to be sure and not have a correction Monday, but keep the rest of your position. And at the moment you have a profit, it's really a lot more simple to play the stock. So if the stock go in correction, you can sell it at the price you paid, and you will keep the profit. So around 11.30, 11.35, I will take a profit on a stock like that. So at the top of today, I think it can be a good point to take a first round of profit. FFH, it is the right time to buy FFH. It's a big insurance company. I think I don't know the stock a lot, didn't trade a lot. So if you want to buy a stock like that, it's to hold on a long term, not short term. And I prefer stock like that on the long term to buy it on the weakness. So I will have a lot. I think it will have been a lot more interesting at 612. He's at 665, so we'll have made a not far from a 10% gain. A stock like that will not move 10 to 20% a year. So I don't think it's the best entry points, because it still has a run of 10%. When you see the top, it can still go much higher. But if you buy the stock right there, it's more about what you want to do. It is for longer term, short term. Short term, it's not interesting at all. The stock, so I'm just not sure about the entry points right now on a stock like that. If you know the company and you want to buy it long term, and you don't care if the stock go back to 610, buy it now. But I think you could have a better entry points if you wait and that the market correct again in the next couple of weeks. So this is it for the show. See you Monday, July 20.